Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Pisces. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for Pisces, please. Okay, so your person is showing up as the Eight of Cups. They're also showing up as the Seven of Cups. Okay, someone with potentially strong water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're viewing you as the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And the connection, we see the Seven of Pentacles. So this connection may require patience, but as many of you may already know, this is one of my favorite Seven of Pentacles cards because this is someone willing to put in the work, somebody supportive. This is, you know what, I've got your back. I've got your back here. So this may just be exactly what you've been waiting for, Pisces. Also, pay attention to the number sequence 77, a powerful master number about being supported on this journey by your angels, your guides. And a third seven, Seven of Swords. Okay, so, you know, for some of my Pisces, this could be a connection where there's been a pause or some sort of separation here, but that's not going to be for all of you. Now we have triple sevens coming through. The Seven of Swords here indicates for me that this really could be someone here who has secret feelings for you, or there could be an element of secrecy around this connection, like a secret work affair. You know, maybe you're not supposed to be together, it's against company policy, or for some other reason, you know, there may be some secrecy around this connection. It could be that maybe, you know, they know your ex, you know theirs, or something like that, so it's something you just kind of want to keep private or keep secret until it's on, right? So the Eight of Cups tells me your person may be transitioning out of something, or, you know, you may meet this person during some sort of move or some sort of major life transition where they're walking away from someone or something. But it really doesn't have to be that there's a third party here, okay? They could just be moving, changing jobs, something like that. All right, we see the Six of Wands energy in reverse. So it does look like your person may be experiencing some sort of conflict. Okay, and again, that could be why things are kept quiet. You know, an example of, like, you know, this person may not be completely divorced yet, but it may not work in their favor if, you know, if the other parties know that they're seeing someone. Okay, but I'm not really getting this as somebody who's like involved with somebody else. Like playing, like putting you in some sort of third party situation. We're not seeing that just yet. With the Six of Wands in reverse, I do feel like your person may be transitioning out of not feeling like they're getting the reward and recognition that they're looking for. So again, they could be in the midst of a job change, a career change, studying, you know, getting certified, like after work hours, things like that, or, you know, going to school. This person, it does feel like they haven't had a lot of success and victory when it comes to love. Yeah, and for some of you, yeah, the Emperor energy in reverse, Aries energy. Watch out. This person might have an ex who, for example, doesn't want to let them go or causes them problems, especially if they have to co-parent with this person. I feel like your person has probably has been unlucky in love. Let's put it that way. Now your person may have a little bit of a stubborn streak, maybe a bit of an impulsive streak here, so just watch out for that. And how you're viewing this connection, or how you're feeling, is the Judgment card in reverse. So your initial reaction here, Pisces, to this person might be, this is over. If it's an ex, you know, an ex is an ex for a reason. But for others of you, again, you might not be so sure you can trust your judgment here with this person. All right, and so let's dig a little bit deeper and see if that's the case or not. So let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do we need to know about them? Okay, this person may be a single parent again, and I do feel like if they do have to co-parent Pisces, for example, I don't think that's an easy situation, because I am really reading this Emperor in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. A lot of fighting, bickering, and arguing in their last relationship, or with this person that maybe they have children with or share assets with. For those of you where this is not a single parent, this person may want to have children, okay? We see they may come from a large family. Some of you too, this person may be experiencing difficulties with their family problems. This person may be one of many, and they appreciate the connection with their siblings and their family reunions. We see that this person is very independent. So confirmation for me that this person is actually single, but there is this like conflict around them. And this could also be, you know, if they're moving out of let's say they've had a job for a while and they weren't getting their reward and recognition, they were getting passed over for raises and promotions, and they might feel it's unfair. Because this could also be that they're dealing with a really nasty boss or a really toxic work environment. But this person may be also transitioning to having their own business. And that might be also something they're kind of keeping secret, okay? Maybe not telling everybody. But this person has a strong sense of self and self-reliance, all right? And they may be a Gemini, or they may have strong Gemini placements. So symbolized by the twins, ruled by Mercury. They're the thinkers and communicators of the Zodiac with many facets. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else we need to know. The Seven of Cups here tells me that some of you, this could be somebody that you meet online or through dating apps. It can also be that your person doesn't have a whole lot of clarity right now because of whatever this conflict is, or because they're, you know, working two jobs. They're really working on building their own business or becoming independent or trying to leave a difficult situation, whether it's a relationship or it's a job or it's a living situation. So this person may be feeling a little bit confused. They're kind of looking at all of their options right now. And like I said, Pisces, it doesn't have to be they're looking at all their options in love, although that could be the case. This person may speak to you through music, so you both could be musicians, or this person could create playlists for you. You might have like the same favorite song or like the same types of music. They could be in their 40s, but again, these really specific messages, Pisces, are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some. All right, and this person may wear braids. Again, a confirmation message for just some of you. We see this energy of lurking. So again, they could be checking out your social media, or they could be around you in some capacity. They may have even been checking you out for some time. We see this energy of patience, or something kind of growing slowly here between the two of you. All right, what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, we see mature woman. So my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So with this mature woman, this just tells me this person, they're not a player, they're not childish, they're not immature. All right, they may be a little older than you. Courtship, yeah, they're looking for stability, but they do want to do things right, like date or court you traditionally, or be dated or be courted traditionally. And we see journey. Yeah, it looks like your person, again, is in the midst of some sort of move or some sort of transition or some sort of life path. Life path isn't really the right word, but some sort of transformation. Okay, some sort of personal journey or a physical journey here, moving from a different city, state, or country. What else do my Pisces need to know about them? They met you more than a year ago. Okay, so this could be somebody you already know. Like I said, it doesn't really feel like an ex though. So it could be somebody that you had a brief encounter with. It could be a friend of a friend. Maybe you work with them and they come into your office from time to time and they're transferring to your office now, or something along those lines. Now this card can also really resonate with those of you where it feels like this is some sort of past life soul connection. This person makes something valuable with their hands. So, cooking could be their love language. They could be, a real badass in the kitchen. They could be good with doing hair and makeup. They could be good with, fixing things. They could have built a business from the ground up. They could be good in the garden. They could be good, just good with doing things with their hands. And we do see that they come from overseas, okay? So this person, again, may be coming from a different country, or they have some sort of different background. All right, and they're physically active. So this is somebody that likes to work out, likes to move, doesn't like to, not to say that they're antsy or they're, you know, like they have that ADD or ADHD energy, but they like to move around. This person doesn't like to stay stagnant, let's say. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is how they're viewing you. So they see you as hardworking, they see you as steady, they see you as grounded, they see you as very giving. All right. They see you as stable. We see the Seven of Wands. All right, so they see that you're also somebody who's really worth fighting for. They may be worried that you're going to walk away from them, or they're going to miss this opportunity with you. But they definitely want to fight for this. Some of my Pisces, you may meet this person too right before some sort of shift or change in your life, because it looks like, you know, this she's about to take a little trip here. She's about to go on her own little journey. So maybe you have a vacation planned or a retreat planned, or there's like a work trip or something planned. So you may meet this person right before that happens. And we see the Ace of Wands in reverse. This person's a little bit worried because with the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, you are what they've been wanting. You are what they've been asking the universe for. And they may just be a little bit worried that you're not attracted to them, or that you're going to reject them. Okay, how you're going to be feeling the Tower in reverse. So for some of my Pisces, this may be somebody you haven't quite let go of. But for a lot of you, some of my Pisces, you might be feeling a little bit avoidant here. And I can see why. You may be feeling a little bit avoidant because you might not be so sure you want to get involved with someone where you have to keep things secret. You might not be so sure that this person is in the right place for you to get involved with. You know, that you may wish they had a bit more stability. You know, so there definitely could be some hesitation or a little bit of avoidance here, Pisces. Now we see femme fatale energy coming through. So they're viewing you as really, really sexy. So this archetype highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Again, whether you identify, no matter how you identify, masculine or feminine, we all have both energies. But this is just saying that they find you extremely attractive. All right, they find you very attractive. And there's something here about them seeing you from behind. So again, maybe they're, you know, checking out your assets a lot. But what I'm seeing here as well is, like, I feel like this lurking energy that popped up tells me this person, I don't know if they see you oftentimes when you're leaving, or they're worried you're leaving, or maybe you're the one that's walking towards something when you meet them, or going towards something different or new. But yeah, I mean, for a lot of you, they spend a lot of time checking you out, and maybe you don't really realize it. And Pisces, they're seeing you as the child orphan archetype. So look, we see two people here who are very independent, so you mirror each other. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering your fear of surviving. So they see you as somebody who's independent, somebody who's capable, somebody who's a survivor, somebody who's used to things not really being handed to them. All right, and so they really do admire that. So you two mirror each other for sure. The Seven of Pentacles here, Pisces, tells me that this really could be exactly what you've been waiting for. It feels like you're what they've been wanting, what they've been waiting for. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of love and support here within this relationship. If there are obstacles, you know, this may be an energy of, yeah, this is definitely worth waiting for. All right, we see navigating uncertainty. This connection moves through unknown territory. Clarity develops with time. Wow. How perfect is that for that Seven of Pentacles energy, right? So clarity develops with time here. Because I do feel, you know, this person may not have a whole lot of clarity at first about what's going on in their life, although I feel like they're very clear about you. But you might not be so clear about this connection or this person, so it develops over time. We see this person encourages growth without attempting to manage outcomes. Respect anchors the bond. Yeah, so again, that strong energy of support that was coming through with that Seven of Pentacles, we're seeing it echoed here with this Oracle card. This person encourages growth without attempting to manage the outcomes. Respect anchors the bond. Okay. And an open-ended becoming. Ooh, this connection remains alive to what may unfold. So some of you, this is currently unfolding. And again, I do kind of get this energy throughout this reading with this person that there may, it's going to require patience, but something beautiful unfolds here. And this connection allows space for organic development. And is there not a better card for organic development than this particular Seven of Pentacles, where they're out in nature? Oh, I love this. All right, I love the synchronicities there. All right, my lovely Pisces, let's see what else we need to know. What else do my Pisces need to know here, please? What else do my Pisces need to know? All right, we see twin flame recognition. So regardless of the label we're going to give this, Pisces, you know this soul that mirrors your own. Okay. Marriage. Ooh, so wedding bells are ringing. So a lot of you may end up marrying this person. And we see teas. Yeah. But the energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. And be the witness to each other's lives. Love language, quality time. So this is somebody you are going to spend time with, and that bond really does deepen. Okay, with time, with patience. And I think that's where you're going to really feel like you can trust this. Like you're going to have the answers that you need through time, through patience. Any important dates or times here for my Pisces, please? You're not meant to know, so it's going to be different for all of you. And we see the month of September being important here. Now, of course, September could be a birthday. It could be you met this person back in September. It could be that you're seeing that something powerful happened in September that helped propel you two into each other's orbits, into each other's lives. Or it could be between now and September, which, believe it or not, is about 7 months away. So, 6-7 months away from now. Well, 7 to be more accurate. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Pisces, sending you love and light. Take care.